Back in 1993, a little known company by the name of id Software would drop one of the most influential and innovative fucking games of all time. Well, at least for that time. And to this day, it spawned obviously sequels, and to this day, it still influences and innovates FPS games. And in today's video, I'm gonna be going through not all of them. Actually, I do believe all of them except for the newest one because I'm too broke and I'm not buying that. So if you guys want a video on Doom Eternal, comment down below. But in today's video, I'm gonna be going through Doom 1, Doom 2, Doom 3, I'm gonna do Doom 64 and the Doom 2016. And yeah, let's just hop right into it. And thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Alright, so Doom 1. Man, somehow this is like still a fun game to play. I still hop on this every now and again. Definitely a fucking classic when it comes to FPS shooters. And honestly, I do think everybody should hop back and play it. Now, is this game like some fucking like shit that comes out now? Like, are you gonna sit here for like 24 hours playing this game over and over again? Probably not. You know what I'm saying? You're probably gonna just pick up this game, play it, beat it, because the levels are quick as fuck. But something I really like about this game is I'm a huge arena shooter fan. So stuff like, obviously you have your stuff like Halo, but I mean more stuff like Quake and Unreal Tournament. Definitely way more of a Quake fan than Unreal Tournament, but that type of genre of shooter where it's an arena, there's like health pickups, armor pickups on the floor, everybody's moving at like 300 miles per hour. You know what I mean? That it's just fun to me. And you know, this game really reminds me about like playing that type of thing. At least you know, it brings me back to those memories of when that was the main type of shooter, not battle royale and all that shit that's popular now, even though that's died down. And yeah, man, it's still fun to play. You go through all the episodes, the different levels. It's fucking fun, and it's a classic, man. Honestly, I recommend you get this game. I believe it's like $10 on everything. Do wait for it sale, because this is not something you want to grab, you know what I mean? This isn't like a game that you're like dying to play. Get it whenever you see it on sale, and they do go on sale a lot. The first like 3 Dooms, and I mean including Doom 64, they're always on sale. And for all of those titles, I actually do recommend picking them up all on sale. You'll just see them later. I'm going to talk about them. And yeah, thank you guys. That's my review. I give this game about a 7 out of 10. It's fucking fun to play still. And yeah, thank you guys. Let's get on to Doom 2. Alright, man, so Doom 2. Again, another classic in the shooter genre. This basically just is a reskin of Doom 1, except they obviously added stuff like, this is the first time you see the double barrel shotgun or the super shotgun, whatever you want to call it. This is the first time you see that in the Doom series. Also, you see a couple demons in this series for the first time. Like, there's the fucking minigun zombie, there's the fucking flying spaghetti meatball demon. You know what I mean? So there's a couple of demons that first time they appear is in this one. And overall, this is pretty much just Doom 1, but more content. Obviously it has a different story. It's actually kind of cool because Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal are kind of like a remake. So like Doom 2016 is a remake of the Doom 1 with the like a whole storyline and everything, while Doom Eternal is more closer to this with the whole hell on earth, and they came from, like, all the demons came from Mars to back down to earth. And yeah, man, just Doom 2, man, this game was fucking sick. Definitely another pickup. And I found this one harder and also more confusing like Doom. If you guys don't know, early shooters were always known for having the maze-like level design, so you're kind of wandering around after a while looking for buttons to click and keys to pick up. And I noticed, especially in Doom, like Doom 1 I can do soft. I know where to go 90% of the time, right? I can beat those levels really fucking fast. But Doom 2, for whatever reason, I always seem to get lost and kind of just, forget where I'm going, forget which key goes, like where's the red key and the red door. I don't know, it's just something about Doom 2. For some reason, this is, honestly, as much praise as I can give it, for some reason, this is my least favorite out of the OG Dooms. But yeah, man, thank you guys for watching. Let's get on to Doom 64. And yeah. Alright, so Doom 64. I actually find a lot to talk about this game. This still has the Maeve's like design. There's still episodes and everything, but for whatever reason, this one feels more like there's a story. It doesn't feel like I'm just running around different levels killing shit. And I think that was just because of the time this came out in. It was during Nintendo 64, so you have stuff like Mario 64 and shit like that, innovating the genre. So I feel like this also can, I believe, when it comes to the actual backstory of Doom, right? You have Doom 1, Doom 2, and Doom 3, and then I believe, because at the end of this game, the Doom Slayer gets stuck in hell. And if you guys don't know, Doom 2016, they took his coffin out of hell, which is where he was stuck in. So it's kind of cool because the Doom 2016 builds off of this game, and it's just a really cool thing to see. Anyways, so from what I could tell, when this game came out, this is one of the worst ports of Doom, and I'm sure it was. I cannot imagine playing this on a Nintendo 64, but I feel like nowadays, this is actually a pretty good Doom game. It has everything you would want. The only thing I don't like about it is, as you can tell, all the aliens, or not aliens. I've been playing Duke Nukem for a while too, so they call them aliens or zombies or whatever. You guys get it. All the demons, they kind of look like they're made out of Play-Doh or plastic or something, you know what I mean? That's one thing I wish they still kept the whole, just a different art design for them. Not that plastic kind of demon look. And yeah, man, Doom 64 is actually a pretty good Doom port, especially if you want to go back and play those games. I would actually definitely recommend that still to this day. Again, all those 3 games I just mentioned, including this one, pick them up on sale. Do not pay $10 for all of them unless you really want to experience what Doom was like back then. And you're not gonna regret it if you spend $10. I would even say, me personally, if I spent $10 on Doom 64, Doom 1, Doom 2, I wouldn't care. $10 is, it's not that much. It's not like they're asking $30, $40 for these games, but yeah, okay. Let's get on to Doom 3. And now this one, I have a lot to fucking talk about, and yeah. Let's talk about Doom 3. Now, where to start with Doom 3? So, Doom 3 is basically doing what Doom 2016 did, where it retconned the whole story and set it back on Mars, back with the UAC and the whole, I guess, outbreak of demons and everything. And this one went for less of a shooter vibe, and what I mean by that is it went for much more of a horror vibe. So it feels more like you're playing a Fear game, even though this came out before Fear. Feels like you're playing a BioShock game with this game emphasizes the environment more than the actual gameplay and more than the shooting aspect of Doom. And a lot of people, when this game came out, did not like that. I believe this is one of the most unpopular Doom games for its time. Nowadays, it actually has a pretty big fan base, a thing for it, which is really cool to see, because this is not a bad game by any means. One thing I don't like though is the BFG edition. What that was because, as you can see in the gameplay, I have a flashlight, I guess, mounted to my chest. In the original game, your guy actually had to pull out the flashlight and look, and that added to the fear, and the game was way more darker and shit, so it was harder to see, so you'd have to pull out that flashlight a lot. And basically the whole thing with the flashlight is you're trying to decide between, do I want to get caught lacking, with a flashlight out, or do I want to like walk through the fucking dark with a pistol, shotgun, whatever you have. This game has the shotgun. As you can see, it's like a SMG carbine thing. This game has a lot of weapons from the original games, obviously done for its time differently. I did actually really like this Doom. Like I said though, the BFG edition it took what was supposed to be a horror game about atmosphere, and I believe it pretty much just tried to cram it into the shooter genre even more. Like, it took out a lot of the horror aspects of the dark environments, the whole survival gameplay thing with the flashlight. It has small little changes. Really, I'm just nitpicking. It's kind of just, I wish they kept it the way it was before, but for a lot of people, I believe it's just a quality of life thing. Especially nowadays, I don't think people really want to be forced between getting caught lacking and having a flashlight, So it feels like they just dumbed it down a little bit for more mainstream success, even though it's a Doom game. Overall, though, it's still a good game, and I recommend you do pick it up. To me, if you have PC or you're a PC gamer, I would recommend you don't pick up the BFG edition. You pick up the original and the DLC that comes with it. Or it doesn't come with it, you have to buy it separately. If you get the BFG edition, though, it comes with the DLC, which to me is one of the only positives of the BFG edition, was the fact that it came with the DLC. And yeah, honestly, nowadays though, I do think this game should just be bundled with the DLC, even the original edition. Like, this game came out in 2004. It's fucking pretty much as old as me. Which is fucking crazy to think. This game came out and when I was born and I'm playing it. It's honestly crazy, and it still holds up today. I mean, the graphics, obviously, they're not the best. I would say the textures, though, aren't like that bad, you know what I mean? As far as just the way the shit looks, but obviously you have your character models, and that's not gonna hold up, But overall, like I said, I still recommend to pick it up. You can only get the BFG edition, even though it won't say BFG edition on console, so I'm pretty sure it has it on the Switch. Xbox has this version, PlayStation has this version. Yeah, but yeah, overall, I do recommend this game, Doom 3. It's a classic shooter in my opinion, and pretty much, yeah. Let's get on to one of my favorite shooters of all time, though. And that's going to be the next game, Doom 2016. Alright, so Doom 2016. What is there to say about this game? Goddamn. This game is just a classic, a must play, I would even say, for any shooter fan, even if you're not a fan of the type of shooters I'm a fan of, which are the old school, fast paced, running at fucking 300 miles per hour and everything. Those type of shooters, I love those games, man. Doom 2016, it probably has the best gameplay out of the entire Doom series. Obviously, it's one of the newer games. This and Doom Eternal have the best gameplay, in my opinion, of the Doom games. It has the best of basically the original games just done in modern times, pretty much. And yeah, what was like, I believe I mentioned it before in this video, but something really cool I like is this is kind of a remake of Doom 1, like the original from '93, and then Doom Eternal, which I'm not really gonna talk about in this video because I don't have it on my console currently. I also don't own the game, so I have played it though. I have not beat it, but I'm pretty much 90% of the way through that game. So I know what's up, you know what I'm saying? I played the shit out of Doom Eternal still. But yeah, so like Doom Eternal is like a Doom 2, and this Doom 2016 is like a remake of the original Doom, which is really cool because if you play those old games, you'll see some of the same environments done. You'll see some of like the same type of shit in it. It's cool to see that it carries on, which is also something I liked about Doom 3, which was like the whole armor shards just lying around the map. You can find them in like random corners. It's really cool to see that no matter how they did Doom, they wouldn't get rid of core features like that. There was never like a okay, it's a shooter, and we're gonna make it a horror game like in Doom 3, but we're gonna get rid of all this armor pickup shit because it's unrealistic. I can't talk. Oh, fuck. But yeah, you know, I mean, it carries on. It's a Doom game. There's certain core aspects of a Doom game, such as the pickups and the map and everything, the layouts. I like to see Doom 2016, yeah, it was obviously done in modern times, but it still pretty much has that whole maze-like map layout, sometimes. Except nowadays, obviously, they are going to lead you into the right area, so it doesn't really, it's like, it does feel like it, but doesn't feel like it, because you know where to go, but if you wander around, it is like a maze. Even when you open up the map in this game, it looks like a maze, you know what I mean? Except for some levels in Doom 2016, 90% of the time, though, it still has that maze-like design, which is something I really like, because, again, it just carries it over from the original shooters that, you know, fucking innovated shooters in general, you know, and yeah, I also like this, how you can change your weapon bolts from just it being on your side like every other shooter, or it being in the middle like the original games, and this is something I wish the Wolfenstein games did. I don't believe they did. I played those games a lot, and I even checked, and I wish they did that. But yeah, man, Doom 2016, this shit's just a classic. I recommend everybody play this one. You don't even have to pick up any of the other ones. Just pick up this one, man. This is definitely a full price also. I recommend it. I believe it's like probably 60, 50 bucks right now. Normally, I may be wrong on that. I didn't check. But even then, man, it's still a fucking pickup. Even that, I recommend you pick up this one and then beat this one. Or play it. And if you do enjoy this, because I know a couple people that really don't enjoy Doom for whatever reason. That just comes down to personal taste, but if you don't, then don't pick up Doom Eternal, obviously. If you're not a fan, don't waste your money, but if you want to try out a Doom game, you pick up this one, especially if you never ever played a Doom game before. I'm positive this will make you a fan, even if you're not a fan of this type of shooter and all you play is, like, let's say, Call of Duty or Battlefield. Hey man, that's all I played. I grew up in that Call of Duty generation. The good thing was, though, I also had people who grew up with the Quake and shit around me who, you know, put me onto that shit. So I had like the best of both worlds, really. Plus I already had a whole thing of like going back and playing older games. I don't know why, I just always did that. Like GTA 4 would be out and I'd be on Vice City and San Andreas still. Fucking like Black Ops 2 was coming out, I was playing COD 4 still. Obviously, I played all the other CODs too, but like I would always just hop back on those old ones just to experience what it was like. And it's cool to see because you actually see the progression of shooters in general. And yeah, man, so pick up Doom 2016. This game is fucking amazing. 10 out of 10, in my opinion. This is also like, I guess, a Doom fanboy telling you to do that, so take it with a grain of salt. But I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody agrees with me that has played this game that this is a really fucking good game. And yeah, man, thank you guys for watching. Next video is probably gonna be up shortly. I'm gonna probably end up doing a rant about the whole GTA subscription thing. And yeah, man, peace, guys. Thank you for watching.